Welcome to the University of Pittsburgh at Greensburg. My name is Dr. Jessica McCormick, and I'm an assistant professor and director of field placement and teacher certification here at the University of Pittsburgh at Greensburg. My colleagues are Dr. Melissa Marks, Dr. Amatrine Reiskoff, and Mrs. Jane Hoke.
I am Dr. Melissa Marks, the Director of the Education Program. One of the things we pride ourselves on at Pitt-Greensburg is that when you graduate from the University of Pittsburgh Greensburg Education Program, you will be able to tell administrators that you are better and different when you graduate. You will have more hours in the field, you will have professional development, you will have a solid education, and you will have been in many different educational opportunities. When you graduate, we want you to be better and different.
The majors we offer within our department are elementary education, which is a grade pre-K to 4 certification, secondary education, special education, and Spanish education.
One of the things that distinguishes the Pitt-Greensburg program from other programs is that our students start in the field working with children their freshman year, and they continue to work in the field pretty much every semester thereafter. Our secondary and pre-K through 12 majors, including Spanish education and special education, will earn 160 hours in the field prior to student teaching. Our early childhood students earn 190 hours prior to student teaching. This does not include any additional hours students choose to spend or any of the additional activities that we have on campus. We also have a program called Pedagogy Lab, which is a 30-hour field experience that every student takes part in that connects their methods courses to their field experiences. For early childhood education and special education, this includes math and language arts. For secondary education and Spanish, this includes their subject area discipline methods course while they're in the schools with students.
Here at UPG, you can earn your certification in 4 years. By taking one additional course, you can earn a gifted endorsement as part of your early childhood or secondary education major. As part of our secondary education program, you can earn a dual major in both content area and secondary education. As part of our early childhood program, you can choose to add on a children's literature or a STEM endorsement or a minor in psychology. The progression of the education program is during one's first year, 10 hours are spent in the field as part of the Social Foundations course. This is a time in which students have the opportunity to decide if teaching is a career in which they are sure they want to pursue, as they are observing what it is like in the classroom setting. During sophomore year, students take strategies with 15 hours in the field, early field with 30 hours in the field, and exceptional with 10 hours. During the junior year, students take methods courses and ped labs, as well as engaging young learners and exceptional 2. Students at this point in their career as a teacher are teaching lessons and preparing to student teach. The 4th year as a senior is finished with 60 hours of pre-student teaching and 70 days of student teaching. While being a student here at UPG, our education students have the opportunity to be part of an organization called SPSEA, which is the Student Pennsylvania State Education Association. This organization provides you with professional development workshops, social activities, and opportunities to work with children kindergarten through 12th grade, both inside and outside of the school setting. We have been recognized both with Pennsylvania and the United States as an exceptionally strong and committed SPSEA chapter. You also have the opportunity to be part of Pi Lambda Theta Education Honor Society, which is the most selective national honor society of educators. Membership is limited to students who satisfy academic eligibility requirements. There is also Pennsylvania Association for the Education of Young Children, PAEYC, a statewide organization focused on the education of young children. The Lucy Valero Scholarship is a scholarship that is available for high school students pursuing an educational career.
In addition to student PSEA, we also offer a whole host of educational opportunities off campus. The first one I'm delighted to share is a +3 program, which is only open to freshmen. +3 means you earn 3 additional credits during the summer. This +3 is to Birmingham, UK, and looks at the intersection of education, nursing, and social work. Students can also choose to student teach abroad for half of their student teaching in either Cochabamba, Bolivia, or Auckland, New Zealand. I have been fortunate enough to go to check out both programs, and they're both absolutely amazing. We work with the schools in our area for programming as well. We have Pitt Pals, which is for early childhood students helping out in the schools, Read to Succeed, which is an after-school middle school program, and the Dairy Area After-School Program, which is a K through 12 possibility. We also work with a variety of schools for students with special needs, such as the NHS schools, Colleen Heights, Clearview, Presley Ridge, and the Westmoreland IU classes. We also take students to both regional conferences and state conferences. One of the regional conferences, the Teacher Leadership Institute, or TLI, is held on the Pitt-Greensburg campus. It is an annual program, and it brings students from all over the state to our campus for a great learning experience. We know that a lot of people ask themselves whether or not this is a good time to go into teaching. And I can tell you that this is a great time to go into teaching. There are so many jobs that are currently unfilled. There is a teacher shortage both in the United States and across the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. There is a crisis for teachers in special education, biology and chemistry, foreign language, especially Spanish, but there are openings all over Pennsylvania for all teachers of every discipline. Further, PSEA, the Pennsylvania State Education Association, is pushing for a $50,000 starting salary across all of Pennsylvania. And at the federal level, some senators are calling for a $60,000 starting salary. Further, PSEA is fighting to get student teachers to be paid if the recipients stay and teach in Pennsylvania. This is a brand new initiative, and we're hoping to hear more about it soon. On a personal note, I have been teaching for over 30 years, and I can tell you that there is not a better profession in the world. You will make such an impact every single day on children that can't even be measured. It is a fabulous, fabulous position to be in. Another question that people ask is how they're going to afford to pay for university. So the first thing you should know is that all University of Pittsburgh campuses will match Pell Grants. That means that if you are a recipient of a Pell Grant, the university will give you matching scholarship funds. Second of all, if you are a teacher, that means that you're a public servant, then you can qualify for getting your student loans reduced, and teachers who are in certain subject areas or teach in certain school districts can get their loans completely forgiven if they teach for at least 5 years. Other scholarship opportunities include the Lucy Valero Scholarship. The Lucy Valero Scholarship is a scholarship that is given to both high schoolers and university students in education. So if you are planning to go into education anywhere in the state of Pennsylvania, you can apply for the Lucy Valero Scholarship. You apply for it your senior year in January, and then you find out in March or April. Likewise, when you're at the university, if you are heavily involved in student PSEA, you can apply for this scholarship as well. Very proud to say that many of our Pitt-Greensburg students have been given the Lucy Valero Scholarship over the years. If you are a STEM major, so math or any of the sciences, and you are willing to get a double major in education and your discipline, you can qualify for the SLICE scholarships. This is a needs-based scholarship, but it offers $10,000 per year for 4 years. You have to qualify for it, and you do have to do a double major. And then lastly, you can check out the Pitt Fund Me website on the University of Pittsburgh-Greensburg website to see what additional types of scholarships you might qualify for.
Our student graduates have a strong history of obtaining jobs, some of which are in Western Pennsylvania, while others have received job opportunities in Virginia, Maryland, Florida, Texas, and Nevada. Our students, past and present, have held SBSEA positions at the regional, state, and national levels. We have students who have been awarded the Lucy Valero Scholarship, Outstanding Underclassmen, and the Servant Leadership Award. Some of our students have traveled to Russia, South Africa, Peru, Poland, New Zealand, and Bolivia. The most important point to mention is that our students are making a huge difference in their communities.
What makes the University of Pittsburgh so much more different and special than all other universities is the way that the students are treated by the staff and professors here. Everyone here at the university is so kind and accepting and just willing to work with you, especially the professors, because at the end of the day, they just want to see you be successful and you get the most out of your education, which is so important.
What really sets Pitt-Greensburg apart from other campuses is our small class sizes. Having small classes allows you to really get to know your peers and bond and connect with them as you progress through the curriculum and make accomplishments together. The professors here also make a big difference in your education because they really get to know you on a personal level. You're more than just a student to them, and they care about your personal well-being and success. Another very important thing that I noticed is that they get you into the classroom and hands-on very early in your education. This gets you good experience, and it really does reaffirm your decision that being a teacher is what you want.
I feel that the University of Pittsburgh-Greensburg has done a really good job of preparing me to be in the classroom as an educator. And there's a couple things in particular that they did. So during all of our field hours, they had us do reflective journals, talking about our times there, what we saw, what we liked, what we didn't like, and showing us how to become the teacher that we want to be, showing us what kind of teacher we want to be. The work that goes into all of the classes that we take that are education based. One of this is being the lesson plans and the amount that we do, the units, being able to show that we did this at such an early stage in the education field. And the last thing is the professors who are constantly there to support you in the classroom, out of the classroom, and anything that you may need.
The University of Pittsburgh at Greensburg makes sure that their education students are more than prepared for starting their career in teaching. I'm a junior at Pitt-Greensburg, and I've been placed in over 3 different school districts with already over 100 hours under my belt in schools. Also, I've been making tons of connections with nearby schools as a college student that will serve me very well when I start applying for jobs. So I feel overly prepared for when I'm in front of the classroom because of this education department at UPG. And as a commuter, I was definitely intimidated going to Pitt-Greensburg and worried about whether I would make friends or if I would fit in. And the education department here has made me feel so welcome and so at home. And I know that everyone truly has my back in this department. And I've made my very best friend through going to school at UPG and being in the education department. And I will forever be thankful for what this school has brought to me and what it's taught me. And I am so grateful that I chose UPG to start my teaching career.
The University of Pittsburgh at Greensburg is special for so many different reasons. It's special to me because it really does feel like a home. The students, they welcome you and they include you in everything that they do. The professors and the staff, they make you feel like you belong at the University of Pittsburgh at Greensburg, and they'll do anything that they can to help you succeed and to reach your goals. Whether this be extra help, additional resources, volunteer experience, anything that you might need, the professors and the staff, they'll help you through this. Everyone at the University of Pittsburgh at Greensburg wants to see you succeed, and they'll do everything that they can in order for you to reach your goals.
Being a student at the University of Pittsburgh at Greensburg has been great for a number of reasons. One of the things I like so much about being a student here is the ample opportunities I've gotten. Opportunities include going into the field and observing different classrooms. This has allowed me to view a number of different teachers and their methods, which I feel has given me more confidence and has made me more comfortable to one day have a classroom of my own. In addition, being a mother of two small children while being a full-time student is not easy. At the University of Pittsburgh at Greensburg, the faculty, staff, and other students have always made me feel like my different life experiences are respected and valued, and I carry that feeling with me every day as I work towards finishing my degree.
Our job as professors is to help you be successful both at Pitt-Greensburg as a student, but also in the field as a teacher. We promise to view you as an individual and to ensure that you are supported so that you can reach your individual potential and goals. Pitt-Greensburg is unique in that we love when our students stop in our office, and we encourage professional relationships between our students and professors. We are hopeful that we will see each of you in person and wish you the best no matter what decision you pursue.